And the thing is, I keep putting this off, and I know I need to be making some of these bracelets using the 16 millimeter hand painted beads, right?
Jewelry, the BDK, handmade magic in every hue, color in the beat, story in the line, art on your skin, let your spirit shine. Jewelry by BDK, bold, divine, crafted with love, one beat at a time. Wear your truth, let your style speak loud. This is jewelry by BDK. Stand strong, stand proud.
Well, hey family. Happy Wednesday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. Hoping everybody is doing really well, staying busy, making things happen for yourself. So I hand painted a whole bunch of 16 millimeter beads because I need to make some bracelets using the 16 millimeters, right? Not 20 millimeter or 25 millimeter, but the 16 millimeter. And with the 16 millimeter beads, I was gifted this what is this, 0.8, this 0.8 millimeter black cord. So I'm going to use it. There's no need in it just sitting around. I'm going to go ahead and use it and make some bracelets using it. I don't use 0.8. I always use 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter when I make bracelets, but in this case I don't want it to go to waste. Oh, you know what else I got to do first? I bought some butterflies, so I'm gonna put some butterfly charms on here. These are just really lightweight wood butterflies I got from Hobby Lobby some time back. So these were here, and I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and use those. In fact, I see a bunch more right here. So we got all these little wood butterflies got from Hobby Lobby some time back, and I can use these to make just some little small, where's my other wire at? Some little small charms. Let me see if they'll work well with the aluminum wire. And then with these too, you got to be really careful because it can end up breaking because the wood is so light. So let me see if I can do this without breaking it. Because I was like, I could use these to make some charms. That would be really cool. Just a easy, small charm. You know, nothing too fancy. So these bracelets are, I'm making these for the 22nd of August. So these will not, nothing spectacular. Just, where's my other? Everything is just, I don't know where nothing is up here on this table. This is a pair of pliers I got new. I've had these things for a really long time. In fact, they were gifted to me, and I just haven't used them. I always use my red. And while I was digging through these boxes the other day, I said, well, let me take those out. I think I can go ahead and use those. So I see these up here, but I don't see my other ones. So I'm going to take this wire all the way down here. Trying to be careful because, you know, this little delicate wood, it'll break on you. But I do want these to be some charms. I gotta get my other glasses. Trying not to break it. And see, I don't like to work with stuff where I gotta just be really delicate with it and soft and tender with it. I don't like that because that translates into it not more than likely going to be a good product for a customer. Because if I have to be delicate with it, that means that they'll have to be delicate with it. And I just don't like that. So with these, I probably will mark these little butterflies up as a loss. Because, you know, maybe if you move too hard or fast with them or they get caught on something, they do have the potential to break. And I'm going to show you. Oh, well, maybe that didn't do anything, but Or maybe I can just go ahead and do them. I just don't like to make things and, you know, it has the potential to break on somebody. I just don't like doing that. And I might use, let me see, I might use this or just find something else that I already got made. Figure something out. Make some easy, simple little earrings with these or something. But anyway, I think I just cut a piece of cord, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And I am going to, what I'm going to do is mix the 16 millimeters. So they're just going to be all different colors. That, and as many as I can get out of this batch is what I'm going to use. Hold on a second, I got a text. Okay, so I'm just going to be using these beads I got here, the 16 millimeters, and we just going to mix them. And when we mix the beads, they make for really cool bracelets. You can always just use the same beads, you know, the beads that are all the same colors. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to mix and match and figure out if I really want to put charms or a charm on the bracelet so you can see how cool the bracelet would be. And it might just be a cool bracelet just like this, just by itself. Not really needing a charm or anything, but at the end of putting it together, we'll see. We should be able to get a couple of bracelets out of this. Let's put one of these on this side. And I like the way they look already. I like the way that looks already. Just all the different patterns. I know one thing is sure, it's been really hot. So if anybody has been out and about, I mean, you've been out there in that heat if you're any part of California. Because it has been hot in the day. It has been hot in the night. It has been terribly hot. That's really pretty. I like this 16 millimeter. I'm going to put a couple more beads on here. And keep this party moving. So I'm going to put another one of these. And see how many I can get out of out of this batch of 16 millimeter. And I got other ones painted over there too. I'll use to create some different bracelets. Wait, I think I want to put one more bead on here. I usually put, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Usually put about 15 on here for 16 millimeter. And then that's the thing too. I had kind of got into the headspace of, you know, like making the purse charms and the keychains and all that kind of stuff, in which I'm still doing. So I have to take a break to get these bracelets together. And then once you get into that headspace of what it is that you're doing, you kind of get stuck there and you got to pull yourself out. It's like you get into the routine of, okay, that's what you're making, and you're making so many of them that you be like, okay, well, let me just make more of those because, right? But then you be like, okay, well, no, I still need to make other stuff too. Hold on a second. So I'm using the 0.8 cord. I hope it works, because remember, I don't be doing 0.8. And I know a lot of you people have been using it for a really long time, so that you know, that says durability. So and that means obviously it's been working for a while. And see, these are what I'm gonna make. And then they look a little summery if I put the butterfly on it. But I'm gonna have to do this better. I'll figure this out. These are just delicate. I'll figure something else out because I got a couple of, I got some metal. I got some metal butterflies too, right? But I really don't want to use my metal butterflies. I wanted to use these right here. But then these bracelets might just be bracelets that are just, that look like this. I think they're really cool like this. Nice, easy, summery type bracelet. And not even necessarily just summer. You can just wear it anytime you want to. So I'm going to see how many I can get out of all these beads. These are all newly painted beads. They're not newly. I've had them painted for a minute. I just haven't used them. And then I always, this right here is, what is this wire? Where did I get this wire from? And when I bought, it was a yard sign, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. Was it a yard sign? I think one was a yard sign. The other one was a cross. It was a cross made out of wires, right? So all I did was pulled all those wires apart, like literally took the cross apart and then took the yard sign apart and then took the wires and just start using the wires. So I did have to cut it with the, with the plier cutters, cut the end of it and then unbend it and then get it like this. So I literally have a lot of these, and these are what I use. I have a whole lot of these over there on the table, and then these are what I use to put the beads on so they'll dry. So I have that whole long big box over there that I sit them on top of. I sit it on top and then the inside of the box, and then just sit the wire with the beads on it, and then they dry. And I'll have like 10 of them, sometime more than that, on top of that box because it's a big box and it's really wide. And I cut the wire long enough to go across the box to where it, sits on top. So, and then that's how I dry my beads. And then we are going to get busy. And that is pretty much it. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a video, because I am going to do some more videos. There's some other stuff I need to be making too, right? I think I'm going to do a live and make it a 24-hour live with some of the, maybe like some of the oldie but goodies, some of like where the new subscribers may not have seen some of the older designs. And then I'll just go ahead and do a 24-hour live. And then that way the newer subscribers and the subscribers that have been here for a while, if you wanted to rewatch it, you're welcome to do that. But for the newer subscribers, because there's a lot of new subscribers, and I appreciate you guys. Don't never think that I don't. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your emails. I appreciate you reaching out. You find me on Facebook. And all kind of good stuff. The emails that you guys send me are always inspiring. They're always encouraging me, especially when people are like going through life situations and they'll say, well, I heard your video, I found your video, and it really did a lot for me. And, that's good stuff. That's good stuff, because we all need to be encouraged. I know the Bible says to encourage thy own self. And, we do need to be doing that, but sometimes we need others to encourage us and build us up as well. That's where fellowshipping comes in. When if you're a part of any type of church body, that edification should be edification in a sense of exhortation and comfort through God's word, not, oh, you went on vacation yesterday. I might use these beads right here. I think I got some of these too, right? Let's put this one on here. I mean, and that's just general conversation when you like, oh, I went on a trip, or I did this, or I did that. And a lot of time people are talking about that stuff because they're bragging. Or we flew out to Spain. Why do we got to know you flew out to Spain? We know you had to fly to get to Spain. You don't have to add that little part in. I mean, a lot of times people just be bragging about stuff. And I just be like, you know what? That is not edifying anybody. And the way things are going nowadays, everybody, all of us are going through something. It's just something that everybody is going through. And nobody is excluded from it, me, you, or anybody else. And you trust and believe. Just because somebody is not communicating to you that they're going through some things, you trust and believe. If you human on this time side of life, you're going through something. That's just the reality of it. I like that with that right there, and I think I'm gonna do a couple more. I like that right there. I gotta see if I got any more of these too. I think I see one. I'm gonna dig around and see if I got any more, because I like that. That's a really cool bracelet. And we're going to put, I think, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This will be 14. And then we'll put one more. Because we are all living and breathing and having our existence on this time side of life. So when you guys, inbox me or send me those texts or whatever it is that you do, letting me know. I think I need to take one of these off. Just kind of letting me know, that, hey, I watched your video and, it just did this for me, or it did. That's cool stuff, and praise God for that. Give God all the praise first. I'll accept a thank you, but get a praise to God, because that's Him. That is Him guiding and motivating me. Because we all, everybody is going through something. And sometimes, people think they got things figured out, or we all think that sometimes. We all think we got things figured out. And a lot of times we ain't got nothing figured out. A lot of times we ain't got nothing figured out. And what blows my mind sometimes is when people say that they're talking to people, or they have somebody that they talk to, and they might be a mentor, or they might be this, or they might be that. If you talking to somebody that's a business mentor or a mentor or something, and you still in the same space you was in last year, you need to let them go and go find somebody else, because that's not helping. Especially if it has to do with business. That's really cool. I like that. And let me see if I got, that's really cool. I like that. Right? This bead right here. Let me see if I got some more of these. Okay, I do have some more, so I'm gonna make some more, add these to some more of the bracelets, because I really like the way this looks right here. So this takes the place of, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's a thin. So if I was a customer and I looked at that, I would be concerned of the thinness. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to double it. That's just me. I would really be concerned about that. So I have to use more cord, and I do want to use this cord up. I don't want it to just keep sitting around. So I am going to double it up and then get us a couple of braces made. You know what? I got a sewing needle around here too. Where I can that means I gotta dig for them though. But you know what I can use? I can actually use, let me see. I can use a piece of wire. Oh wait, do I want to use? I'm gonna use a piece of this. Feel a little off today, but I'm gonna definitely get it done. So I'm gonna just use a piece of wire. To thread it. And that's the thing, I think I said that because when you've been working on something else for a while, you just kind of get out of the groove. And then you just got to kind of get back into the groove of whatever it is you were working on before. Like just kind of everything, because I was stuck on, like doing the purse charm. And I still am, like I said, and I still am because of what I got going on. But even with that, it's like, okay, shoot, hold on a second. And let's see. I really like the different beads. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then let's put one of these. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12. Miscounting, Miss Darlene. 13. Let's see. I thought I had a different color up in here. 14. So it looks like I'm going to probably get about maybe 4 or 5 bracelets out of this. Take that off. Go ahead and stretch our cord. Go ahead and tie it. Yeah, that feels better if it's doubled like that. So I'm going to just go ahead and double it. I know some of you guys been using this a long time, like I said, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't feel comfortable. It's just so thin. And I am going to double knot it, triple knot it, like I always do. I'll go ahead and cut off that little extra. Yeah, that even feels better. That's really cool though, right? That is a really cool bracelet. And you can mix it with whatever you want to mix it with. Throw on a couple of them, solid colors or whatever. That's really cool. So that's 3 we can get so far. More comfortable and less hot. Okay, so these are what I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and get these finished up. And then I probably will be back later on today to work on some other stuff. I do want to work on some necklaces. I got a lot of supplies up here I want to work with. Oh, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do a 24-hour live again for the new subscribers. For some of the oldie but goodies, like videos they may not have seen. And then that way they can get caught up with a lot of the different designs and stuff here on the channel. So I am going to do that, but I think I will come back with one more video that's a recent video, like a new video. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these out, and guess what? We'll talk.